Students, in part 3 we shall study impact of Renaissance. There was a lot of impact on art, literature, philosophy and religion. The Renaissance did not merely lead to the rebirth of learning, but also rebirth of art. So they were not abide by the strict rules of the religion. They came out of that. They adopted new artistic methods such as frescoes, low four wall, and pictures, oil colors, and woodcuts. And also, the Renaissance painters established very high standard and produced some of the greatest paintings of the time. So, for example, what we have in the syllabus is Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a great painter, sculptor, musician, and scientist. Vinci received no formal education beyond basic reading, writing, and maths, but his father appreciated his artistic talent. And Vinci interest ranged far beyond fine arts. He studied nature, mechanism, anatomy, physics, architecture, and weaponry. Further, his paintings of the Virgin, of the Rocks, the Last Supper, and Mona Lisa are the great works of painting and art. Then we have literature. Literature in England, that is in our syllabus. Okay, so in this we study mainly about Shakespeare. England produced a number of writers, poets, and dramas. Earlier, they were all influenced by Italian dramatists and poets. And we have from there Geoffrey Chaucer and Francis Bacon, Thomas More. But William Shakespeare was a great dramatist. He was English poet, playwright, and actor who is widely regarded as the great writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist, often called England's national poet and bard of Avon. He has written 38 plays and he is famous for his sonnets also. So that is all about Shakespeare. Further in the science, there was a lot of development in science, as we told that, learned that there was a spirit of inquiry. Further, this spirit of inquiry raised the standard of science. There was observation, experimentation. People began to ask about how of things and why. So, it was Copernicus. He was a mathematician and astronomer who formulated a model of the universe that placed the sun rather than the earth at the center of the universe. The publication of this model in his book, Revolutionis Orbium Celestium, Copernicus based his heliocentric theory on the following: there is no one center of all celestial circles or spheres. The center of the earth is not the center of the universe. All spheres revolve about the sun. The earth has more than one motions, turning on its axis and moving in a spherical orbit around the sun. So this was the teaching of Copernicus. So these three famous figures we need to learn: Leonardo da Vinci, Shakespeare, and Copernicus. Thank you.